Hello and welcome to my flipped class. Today we're talking about a book. We're talking about Macbeth and the creature from hell, which we're going to study together. Watch this video and then answer the questions on Google. So, this part of the book is called the front cover in English, and you've got many elements that give you clues about the book you're going to read. First of all, you've got the title. So the title here is Macbeth and the Creature from Hell. You have the name of the writer at the bottom here, Roger Morris. And now we're going to focus on the picture of Macbeth himself and see what we can guess about him. Well, first, you can recognize him through his beard. If you look at his eyes, you can see that he has a determined and anxious look. So that's probably the sign of a problem somewhere. If we look at his outfit, this is called a belted plate. And the bottom part, it's often called a kilt. The fabric that is used, this red fabric with squares, is typically Scottish and it's called tartan. So the tartan belted plate tells you that Macbeth is a Scottish warrior. You can also guess that he's a warrior because he's got a dagger in his right hand, like a very pointy weapon that you can use to stab somebody. On the right-hand corner at the bottom, you can see a hand full of hair. So it's a hairy hand, and if you look at the shape of the fingers, they don't look like fingers, but more like claws. It's a clawed hand. The French for the word claw is une griffe. So if you look at the clawed hairy hand and also the word hell, which is the opposite of heaven, this is a clue that elements of the supernatural are going to intervene in this story. Now this is, if you turn your book, this is the back cover, and you've got many very interesting elements in the back cover. You have a summary in French of the story, which is very helpful for you to understand. It makes you want to read the story. We find the dagger again. The dagger sometimes in Scotland is also called a dirk, but you can call it a dagger. Here and there you can see blood. Be careful with the pronunciation, it's blood. So of course, there's going to be something about murder. Here you have a link if you want to get the audio version of the book, if you want to listen to it. Here you get the price. And here you find a link to the Facebook page of the book. So many useful elements at the back. I advise you to open your books and look at this. This is called Meet the Cast, and you've got a short description for each of the characters that are going to appear in this story. So you will need all of this to answer your questions on Google. Now finally, the witches would like to give you 3 tips when you read the book. First, learn some vocabulary. So keep track of it. You can write it on a paper, you can make cards, or you can use Quizlet to just remember your vocabulary. I strongly advise you to listen to the audio version of the book. It's really, really helpful to read. And my final tip is, if you don't understand something, if you have a question, write it on a post-it note and stick it in your book. So when you come to class, we can discuss the questions. Right, that's all from me for today. You can watch the video again if you want to answer the questionnaire. If you have some questions, please leave a comment below or just write a question on the blog or keep it for class. And I hope you've enjoyed this video, okay? Bye-bye!